Hello, everyone. My name is Zulfiqar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you want to read more about what John writes on a regular basis, you can head to incomeinvestors.com, or you can find the link to the website in the description below. Today, we're going to look at Huntsman Corporation, traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol HUN. HUN stock isn't winning any popularity contest among investors and analysts at the moment. Since the beginning of the year, the stock price has tumbled, as of this recording, over 50%. This has happened on the back of declining industrial demand, cyclical pressures, and macro uncertainties. Could HUN stock go down even more? Well, if you pay attention to HUN stock chart, you'll see that it's painting a picture of a very bearish outlook. The stock chart currently suggests that short-term and long-term trends are pointing downwards. Momentum indicators suggest that investors are actively selling and they could take HUN stock much lower. Wall Street analysts aren't a fan of Huntsman stock at the time either. The Goldman Sachs Group has a sell rating on HUN stock, cutting its price target. Wells Fargo and Company, UBS Group, Citi, and Morgan Stanley have lowered their targets on Huntsman stock price as well. Now, with all this said, for an income investors who has room in their portfolio for contrarian ideas, HUN stock could be worth a close look. There's a solid business in place here and a double-digit dividend yield and management that's trying. John, what can you tell us about Huntsman Corporation?
Thanks, Mo. Huntsman Corporation is a global player in specialty and differentiated chemicals that power products consumers use every day. Now, the company is split into three main segments: polyurethanes, performance products, and advanced materials. Now, the polyurethane segment makes materials that show up in everything from energy-saving insulation and lightweight car parts to furniture cushions, adhesives, and even the soles of sneakers. Through its performance product, Huntsman produces compounds that help make coatings last longer, adhesives stick better, and fuels run cleaner. Plus, they play a big role in oilfield technology and industrial manufacturing. Huntsman's advanced material segment offers high-performance resins and adhesives. These materials are used in everything from aerospace, automotive, and other industries.
John, HUN stock is down, but there is still a business here.
Absolutely. HUN stock has taken a beating lately, but don't confuse a rough patch in the share price for a business that's falling apart. There's a real established business with operations here. With Wall Street analysts trimming their price targets, they still expect Huntsman to generate around $5.77 billion in revenue in 2025 and cross the $6 billion mark in 2026. Management here is trying really hard while presenting the company's financial performance. For the second quarter of 2025, management said that through its cash management activities, it generated positive cash flow during the second quarter. And as it has noted in the past, protecting the balance sheet remains a big top priority, in addition to focusing on cash generation. Now, also remember the nature of Huntsman's industry. Specialty chemical businesses aren't built overnight. On the contrary, they require years of experience, a massive capital investment, and a deep network of customer relationships to build. Huntsman has those in place, in addition to having a massive global footprint.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you could also sign up for our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. And now back to the video. And John, let me ask this. Why is this important?
The company's infrastructure, scale, and specialized product line gives it a competitive position that's hard for newcomers to challenge. They basically have a wide moat. In short, the struggling HUN stock price shouldn't automatically be taken as a sign of a falling business. It's quite possible investors are overreacting here.
And now the exciting part for income investors, this company has a double-digit dividend yield.
Now, there's something income investors should pay close attention to. HUN stock currently pays a dividend of 25 cents a quarter, and that's $1 on an annual basis. Despite the bumps in its business it has been facing as of late, Huntsman has kept the payout steady. In fact, even in the face of headwinds, the company is committed to rewarding its shareholders. At the current price, this puts the dividend yield at just over 11%. For investors who rely on cash flow, this kind of consistency matters. Keeping dividends the same signals that management sees value in maintaining the payouts, even when the headlines aren't favorable.
John, thank you so much for your insights. When it comes to HUN stock, it's easy to see why investors have turned away. The share price has been under pressure, Wall Street analysts have been lowering their targets, and the broader chemical sector isn't exactly what markets favors right now. But here's the thing, beneath the noise, Huntsman Corporation is still very much in business. Even with headwinds, analysts expect the company to generate 5.77 billion in revenue in 2025 and over 6 billion in revenue in 2026. And for income investors, the appeal gets stronger as HUN Stock pays a quarterly dividend of 25 cents per share for an annualized payment of $1 per share. The yield is elevated for now because stock price has dropped, and this is not because management is overextending itself or there are free cash flow issues. In fact, cash flow at the company have improved in the recent quarters. Lastly, there's heavy institutional ownership of HUN stock. Over 90% of all outstanding shares are held by institutions. The top 3 institutional holders include Vanguard Group, BlackRock, and AQR Capital Management. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com now to get our free special report on 3 income stocks to own today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.